Hey guys, Antvenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be making a follow-up video to my recent Minecraft 1.10 snapshot overview, in where I mentioned the idea of creating a random number generator using the new magma block, because one of the properties of the magma block is that over time it will evaporate water that sits on top of it, and I wanted to test to see how random this was. So I created this little setup right here that basically just tracks when the water evaporates and spits the amount of ticks it took for the water to evaporate. Now, right now, I am actually running a random tick speed that is 20 times faster than normally in-game, because normally the random tick speed is at 3, and now it's at 60, so it's 20 times faster. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how I created this setup, and as you guys can see from the numbers that this thing is spitting out, I mean, I'm getting scores from 1 tick all the way up into about the 160 range. So I haven't seen it go too much higher than that. Look, like 181, definitely quite a bit here. So you can determine which numbers will be generated based on how fast you make the random tick speed of your game or whatever mini game it is that you are creating. So let me go ahead and let me show you guys the very specific command blocks here. So what I have is I have 2 rows of command blocks that are either testing this spot for water or testing it for air and doing something based on whichever it is that you're testing for. So the first one here tests for water, and all it really does is it just adds my random score up by 1. That's all the water thing does. On the air side, it's just testing for air, and the conditional command blocks that come after it are as follows. So it's going to do a tell raw if this, again, remember, this is if it detects air. It's going to do a tell raw, and it's going to basically spit out the score of objective to the nearest player, or I think this might be just detecting the nearest player and telling it to everybody. So it does that. Then it sets my random score back down to 0 because the water has evaporated. And then this right here is basically always setting that one spot to water. It's non-conditional, so it's always trying to do it. So for 1 tick, the air will exist and it will spit out the score and then immediately place water there again. I originally had this device set up so that there is a water source block here and here, but because there's a couple of ticks it takes for the water to actually fill in, I was getting a lot of zeros spitting out in the score. Wow, I think that's the first 0 I've ever gotten with this device. So that's actually pretty interesting. Originally, I was actually having it so that it didn't even spit out scores if they equaled 0. But I guess a 0 can actually happen even when this stuff is all happening tick perfectly. So that's actually really interesting. So yeah, I mean, if you guys feel like trying this out for yourselves, I feel like this is one of the simplest random number generators that exist within Minecraft. So yeah, feel free to mess around with it for yourselves. The code was all there. So anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this random short little video. My name is Antvenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.